Alright. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We've got ourselves Hero in the top right side of the map. It's the Masters Coliseum. Yet another best of 3 in this group stage. But we've had some really good best of 3s in this tournament so far. And GuMiho in the bottom left side of the map. I'm casting this. As I'm casting this, I think the tournament resumes with the playoffs actually later tonight. Maybe someone watching live in Twitch can confirm, but that's really exciting because it is a very exciting top 8. It's nice to have a big $10,000 plus online tournament coming in on the end of the off season. We still don't have news, of course, about the upcoming circuit, but we'll see kind of what happens with StarCraft. There's a lot of passionate nerds out there, a lot of tournament organizers, a lot of viewers. And we do, of course, hope for there to be a big organizer running a giant mega tournament circuit. But it is not necessary, as there will always be StarCraft no matter what. It's just about how much money, how much prestige, that sort of stuff, right? And I always feel like what really matters is grassroots and people on the ground enjoying, playing, having fun. And as much as I want pro gamers to have all the money in the world in the biggest possible tournaments, I think that's never a given in any esport. We're always about just like, hey, where's the passion at? Where's the fun? And that's why I'm casting this match, because Hero is pure chaotic fun, and GuMiho is creative Terran fun as well. So I always like when these two clash. I like that GuMiho has been beating Hero a bit more recently. For a while, I was really sad because GuMiho was like my favorite Terran player. I was tryharding Terran for a good 6 months, and he came back from the military, and I was just studying all of his builds, and I loved them, but he just could not beat Hero, and he could not beat Solar, and those were the two players that kept on kind of putting a dampener on his performances. But hey, he had a great 2023, pretty good 2024 as well, did GuMiho, with some really good tournament performances, and of course, recently winning his second back-to-back Home Story Cup. It just got me really excited. I love to see GuMiho doing well. You can just tell on a fundamental mechanic or kind of how gifted you are at the game level. I don't think he's been gifted the same hand some of these other guys have. Oh, he's hiding the Reaper. Look at that. It's these tricky little moves. Stalker goes to the ledge. Reaper can... Oh, he went too deep. It was in vision of the Cybercore. At least he sees the Twilight Council. Oh, he didn't throw a grenade. Oh, he's going to die. No. Yes. No. Yeah. Oh, he's out. Meanwhile, Probe comes in, dies to the second Reaper. Wow. Good play. Good play by GuMiho. Chat says Hero is sure there was a proxy. Yeah, his probe went out of the base, over to this right side, and then it went all the way down here. So he took this like weird shape across the map, hunting for a proxy that did not exist. Just kind of, he sensed GuMiho was going to play a proxy, and he got it wrong. It is a Cyclone behind the two Reapers, though. I like a two Reaper Cyclone. It's a cute way of playing. Adept manages to do some damage, but doesn't kill anything. Then again, do I like it? I normally like it if you don't know what they're doing, but doing it against Blink, not as good. He's going to go 3 racks. Ooh, any Terran fans of me old guide from a couple years ago? The original beginner to advanced build that we did up on my pig coaching channel. 3 racks Marine tank push off of a Cyclone to deny scouting. This is the double gas version of that. This one's way more all in. This is way more all in. My one would hit 7.5 minutes. This is off a double gas, so it's actually way more committed. Oh, that's cool. Oh, very cool, dude. Reapers jump up for vision. Cyclone lock from the low ground. Pulls back before he can take too much damage. Slick moves here for Gumi, but he's overcommitting now. He's overcommitting. This is bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, he gets a Stalker for a Reaper, dude. I didn't think there was any way he was going to get that. That's awesome. That's super worth. Yeah, it's super worth to trade a Reaper for a Stalker, guys. I thought he was way overcommitting, but GuMiho gets fancy, gets the job done. He's got tanks and Marines at home as well. Problem is, you don't want to get pushed back by these Stalkers, because then it's going to be hard to move out, and you're going to be going for a medevac-less push. So what I mean by that, guys, is notice he has no starport, 3 barracks and a factory. He's going to go with 3 tanks, and he's going to go with just lots of Marines, and then he'll probably add some Marauders behind it as well. He's going to have stim, shields, but he can't stim a lot. He has to wait until the big fight happens. If Hero can make him stim on the map a few times, pick off units, the main weakness of this is without medevacs, Blink Stalkers engaging this the moment you leave your base is the weakness. The reason it's good on this map is if the Stalkers are here, he goes left. And then the Stalkers have to like run around, and there's lots of choke points and like high ground, low ground dynamics where it's hard for the Stalkers to stop you getting across the map. So it's going to be really hard for Hero to see this coming. New player in the chat is saying, oh, I got masters. Yeah, there's a bug. It's not actual masters yet. Type !MMR in my Twitch chat, guys. And that gives you a link to a website that shows actual relative. It's not always up to date, but usually it's pretty accurate MMR ranges for the different leagues. Uh-oh. Oh, observers see him moving out. See him unsieging. SCVs are being pulled. Stalkers go for the dive. Hero says, okay, sure. You're going to dive in. Stalkers counterattack. He's trying to build batteries, but he has no defense. He needs a sentry. If he can sentry force field his ramp and just keep the tanks back for a little bit, maybe Hero can do this. But getting pinned in your base is really bad on this map. Stalker's doing good damage. Siege tank will pop out along with those SCVs. Stalkers are going to dive on it. Of course they are. Tank doesn't even take out a single Stalker before it goes down. This is actually really good damage for the Stalkers. The question is, can he defend at home? He tries to recall. Stalkers and Immortals trying to hang on. But the Marines and the tanks are here. Notice GuMiho is not stimming because he knows he cannot be wasting stims unless you blink in, and then he will. 2 tanks will go down, but almost all the Stalkers falling. The probes getting minced by those Marines as well. The Robo will pop out another Immortal, and that tank there adding a bit of ranged firepower. Good micro for Hero. Notice he's not moving in tank range, and he's using the 1 range advantage the Stalker Immortal has over this. Stalkers are going to blink forward again. Oh man, he's getting minced here. The Immortals should be able to kill the tank. Is this going to be enough though? 25 workers versus 33. Stalker blinks back. 20 probes did go down, and GuMiho should be able to transition from here because he's done a lot of damage. He starts the starport. He needs to go for 2 gases here and an engineering bay. And your third base is just always very late off this opening. Got to take these gases. Double eBay? Oh no. GuMiho, you're forgetting your basics, mate. He hasn't played this build recently or something. He's rallying Marines on the map. He's looking for a third. Guys, you cannot afford double eBay here. This is a mistake. I think that's crazy. Because he's got to build medevacs 2 at a time as well. The factory normally should swap over and build a reactor here, but he's still building siege tanks. This is a little disjointed from GuMiho. I do not like the double engineering bay follow-up. You can see he starts +1 on the front, but he's not going to have the gas for anything else. Doesn't even have the gas for the reactor right now. There we go. Finally he has 50 gas, but he's got to make that reactor and do it soon. Feels like GuMiho is just preparing for stage 2 of another all-in. But there's a Colossus and a Sentry here. The Colossus, the Sentry didn't fill up with energy, but he can force field you when you move out and shave off a lot of your units. Hero reprobing, he's back to 38 versus 41 workers. Only 1 medevac building. Ooh, so GuMiho is going to try to do another all-in, but he just can't get across the map. This is a disaster. Oh, the force fields could ruin him. Oh, watch out, GuMiho! The ambush! Hero comes in with a massive ambush. The Immortals, do they get the tanks? Yeah, they get 1 tank. The Colossus roasts the Marines. Great fight there. The Observer giving the vision for Hero, and he sets up a great ambush. And you can see, because GuMiho was going for the kind of all-in response, it was really bad for that to happen. Now he starts the reactor. Still no 4th gas, still no 3rd command center. If he doesn't take the 4th gas, it does allow him to take a quicker 3rd command center, but he's got to build it now. Instead, he opts for the 4th CC. Extra gateway is spotted on that side. Marine drop coming out. Probe sees it. Great move out here for Hero. He's doing a Stalker drop at the same time. This Stim Marines, man. This is so risky. Oh, he's going to get a Marauder. I mean, great micro, but because he was focused on that, he wasn't looking over here. And that means he will lose a probe and a pylon. And it looks like another pylon could go down for GuMiho as well. Stalker drop tries to rotate. Hero doing exceptionally fancy micro. Gets himself another Marauder. Starts to pick off the Marines as well. Extra pylon did go down for GuMiho though. So both sides trading blows here. These Stalkers, I can't believe they're doing this much damage. They get the Marauder. They get 2 Marines. They're going to get 3 SCVs and pick up and leave. Hero making magic happen with 3 Stalkers in a prism. Second engineering bay is actually being used now because he's like, I guess I should use it, but he doesn't have an armory. So the first eBay is now just standing idle anyway. He's gonna go for it. Guys, he's actually gonna go for the late game. 3rd CC is almost finished up here. I guess maybe I missed that had already started just a little bit ago. My bad on that, guys. Lots going on in this game. It's been a long day of casting high-level games. We'll see how it goes. Just killed the unbuildable plate there. Stalker's coming in. Blinks forward, kills an SCV. Warps in another Stalker or 2. Trying to get the depot there. And he will burn that down. I think 3, 2, 1. Burns just before the SCV can touch it up. Hero trying to probe back up right now. He's doing great damage with his Prism Harass. He's going to go Dark Shrine as well. GuMiho has a massive supply lead. I mean, it's not that massive. It's 18 supply. But he's up 8 workers. And he's up in army. And he could start +2 weapons now as well. He's got the minerals and gas for it. So definitely feels like GuMiho has like a way better macro setup. But Hero's annoying him. And that's distracting him from starting his +2 attack. He's having to build Vikings to deal with this Warp Prism. Oh, that's a dead Prism though. Watch out, mate. Oh, the Marines are going to take care of it. Great catch. Prism and 4 Stalkers goes down. That's 10 supply down the drain. 3 Dark Templar on the right side. Blink DT on the way. Hero, he's always one to be willing to take risks. And Blink Dark Templar, sort of risk he might need to get himself back in this game. He's thinking about taking the top left base, but he pulls the probe away. Interesting. +2 attack has now started for Gumi. Now, GuMiho, you might be thinking, where is the Ghost Academy? GuMiho prefers 2-2 over Ghosts. Unfortunately for him, he started building a turret out front. It ain't ready yet. And he's been dropping mules. Oh, no, he's just dropped mules. Okay, he had a turret behind his natural, but it doesn't quite kill it. Oh, my gosh. This is huge. He's going to lose a tank on the front as well. Oh, man. Getting hit when you don't have any scans. Not even soon. When 3 orbitals are down, this is like the stuff that makes every Terran player rage. Because you know, what are the chances of those Dark Templar coming in when you literally are 30 seconds away from having a scan? You have 3 command centers. Do you know how low percentage this is? Just like, if it was just a completely random moment, and you could be at anywhere from 0 to 50 energy, or 0 to 100 on all 3 command centers, the chances of them all being below 20 energy at that moment, and not having any turrets up besides the one behind the natural, this one coming up 10 seconds late, it would have stopped the DTs walking in if it was ready on time. That's big damage. 32 total workers have died this game. Down to 53 against 57. Hero, it buys him room to get the 4th up. He's got Dark Templar on the left trying to sneak in. He's got 3 Colossus. He does have Blink, but he doesn't have many Stalkers, and that's the main problem for Hero, who's worked his way back to 60 probes, but is still very light on the unit count. Dark Templar run into the 3rd base, start to pick off those SCVs. He's going to blink those away, though. He's distracted. And the Marauders... Oh! And the Marines will push him back. Dark Templar do survive, though. Battery in the top left goes down. Stalker Zealot goes up there with 2 Colossus. Main army's on the right side. Uh-oh. Big Terran force there. GuMiho is going to set up a nice angle. Vikings ready to get damage, but he pulls back on the left side. I actually thought he had a bigger army than that. Full medevac goes down. GuMiho maybe blundering a little bit. Looks like he had to scan to get rid of a Dark Templar there as well. Dark Templar on top of him. Dude, Hero, you could tell he's feeling excited right now. He's getting a bit randy. 1 or 2 Dark Templar do go down. The bio army's got to be careful because Hero is chasing him. I think GuMiho has a better army right now overall, if it's all together, but it's not all together, and it's Hero who's looking confident while GuMiho looks a little indecisive. Hero's just going to go for it. Oh, he split his army. Oh no, Hero, he accidentally split his army. Okay, he fixes it. He realizes he split his army, but he's still going to go for it. Zealot's running up the natural. Stalker's going into the 3rd base, trying to overwhelm there. He's going to go for the counterattack as GuMiho. GuMiho dives the top left, but look at that. The Archon Colossus will smash this drop, I believe. Then again, Marauders are pretty good units. He maybe didn't need to run away from that, actually. Landed Vikings trying to take care of the Immortal. They actually get rid of the Immortal, which is amazing. Zealots are in the natural, though. GuMiho, if he runs back to his main, can defend it. It's a matter of lifting the command centers and getting that done. Dark Shrine does go down, but there's DT on the front doing big damage. He's already overstimmed here, and now with the Dark Templar there as well, that's a lot of damage going down. Command center slowly getting focused. Zealot in the natural kills a lot of SCVs, but it does get cleaned up. He does scan here, and that's a really nice scan. There's only 1 Dark Templar left on the map. 3rd command center lands on the high ground, which means GuMiho still has triple scan available. He takes out the last Dark Templar on this map. There is no Dark Shrine, which means Invisible Men are not going to win this game for you if you're Hero. The Colossus falls back to the low ground, but the Marauders manage to get it. He's trying to get out of here. I don't think there's enough Stalkers to stop him leaving. You got to pick up and leave. The bio's so damaged, and GuMiho saves a good amount of his bio, loses a Viking on the way out, but he kills a lot of the production and a natural nexus. The 3rd and 4th are still up. Hero's not out of it yet, but GuMiho's still got 30 workers against 46 probes. Doesn't sound good, but I think it's okay. Bio on the left with no medevacs is really problematic. I mean, yes, he's going to do some damage. Killing the Stalkers would be great, but Battery plus Stalker Warpins might be able to hang on though. This is actually, I think even though his units are so deep, it's a good trade for GuMiho. Battery gets recharged with the energy recharge. The Marine Marauder ends up going down. I think it's about even as far as trades go. Is that good when you're down 14 workers? Not necessarily. If he'd killed the 3rd or the 4th, it might have been a bigger impact. But remember, the 2 freshest bases survive for Hero. GuMiho, though, he's still got the mobility advantage. He's going to hit that main. Recall is not ready for another 10-15 seconds. Bio running into the main base. There's a bunch of gateways, a forge, a cybercore, a twilight, pylons. These are all valuable structures to take down. This is all money he won't be getting back. You're on 2-2 upgrades against 2-1 as GuMiho. Right now, he's got a 3 marine drop in the top left as well. Nothing there to defend. This is a potentially game-winning move. Spread a bit too thin is Hero, and GuMiho is taking advantage. Army's coming back over here. This fight, if Hero gets an amazing cleanup, maybe? Stalker's on the right, probes as well coming in. He's going to try to jump on it. 3 Immortals are there. Stalker start focusing the medevacs, trying to make sure there's no way out of here. Is he going to be able to get the blink? Oh, he gets another medevac, but it's one that's empty. Meanwhile, the 3 Marines in the top left still killing probes. A total of 26 probes going down through this series of fights. The Marines pick up and leave. And GuMiho, he's moved his third to another location. I'm not sure if Zealots counterattacked him or what. Looks like 3 SCVs went down. Maybe Dark Templar. Probably Zealots, actually, since there's no Dark Shrine on this map. And it looks like GuMiho should be able to close this out. Then again, his supplies dropped a bit. Doesn't really have an answer to the Colossus. The Colossus have 2-1. He's got 3-2. Oh, GuMiho's got to be careful. Guys, GuMiho's supply is really low right now. He gets a Colossus. He stumbles into the Protoss Army. He gets a Colossus and a few Stalkers, but the Stalkers could blink on him now. There's enough Stalkers to still one-shot one of those medevacs. He pulls away to the right side. At the same time, 3 Marine drop goes back in that left side. Hero's income, 26 workers, but he's got the better army right now. GuMiho might have to base trade this game. Dude, is this GuMiho versus Showtime all over again? This is actually a very messy game right now. Those Marines are going to get cleaned up. Back at home, Hero's going to go for the base trade. That command center will go down, as will the SCVs there. That's going to make the economy a little bit closer to even. He's also going to get up into the main. The depots didn't raise. That's a problem. No recall here. Oh, recall goes down. Half the army is actually going to go and recall, which means he's going to boost home. The bio should be able to clean up what's left, I think. But watch out for force fields. Force fields and Guardian Shield in the choke points. Maybe enough here. Hero running forward. I feel like the bio SCV should trade pretty well, but without medevacs to heal, it's a little dicey. The bio, the SCV started stepping forward. The rest of the army comes back. They're going to try and unload on top. There's not enough Marines to actually shoot the prism down, which is kind of weird. 65 supply to 66. GuMiho, his games are always so intense in this matchup. What the hell? He's lifted his main down here. He's dropping mules. Oh, whoa, the Colossus Immortal are close. Meanwhile, Stalker drop goes inside the main base. Another Stalker does go down. Hero, of course, microing his heart out. SCV's trying to move out right now. Quad drop goes to the top left. There's an Immortals and Colossus chasing after this drop. There's some Zealots in front of it as well. But a free Immortal and Colossus, that's the pickup GuMiho needed in this game. It's still nail-bitingly close, but he manages to take 2 very important units down. 2 Stalkers and a Warp Prism here, still being a nuisance in the main base. But it looks like Hero's F2'd home. Zealots trying to jump on top. As long as you stay away from the Immortals, the bio can kite all day against these Zealots, but they're very damaged, so it might be worth picking up to get out of there. Single Stalker drops to the low ground. A few Zealots coming over as well to deny that mining. It's still dead even in supply. How? I do not know how. Hero on 34 probes on 2 base mining is gonna get rid of a bunch more workers, putting GuMiho back to 15 SCVs. The dregs of a Protoss economy right now, enough to deal with a Terran who's only got a 3rd orbital landed over that. He's still got 3 orbitals, which is good. And the fact that he sniped the Dark Shrine is keeping GuMiho in this game. If he did not snipe the Dark Shrine, he just wouldn't be able to afford the scans. He needs those mules to keep his economy alive, and they are doing just that. The Immortal pickups with the Prism. Dude, the Immortal pickups with the Prism. The Zealots go forward. The Stalkers try to focus fire, but I think there's too much Terran. A bunch of Stalkers go down. They're going to blink away. The Prism goes for the counter drop. He's like, I can't pull back to defend this. Dropping Marauders to chase Blink Stalkers. Not something you see every day, but he actually gets one of them. Meanwhile, the Immortal drop on the other side. Marine's pretty good against this. Doesn't matter how much you hot drop. Once you got 7-8 Stim Marines, the Immortal does have to back away. He's going to go to the other side, though. If he can find the economy, maybe Hero can make some magic happen. This is such a crazy, crazy game. The double upgrade advantage, of course. 1 more attack, 1 more armor upgrade. 3-2 against 2-1 in favor of GuMiho, helping out there. On the other side, he's going to dive in, gets himself both Immortals, which is... Actually, sorry, it's just the 1 Immortal, but he gets the Immortal, kites back against the Probe Zealot pool. He does lose a lot of bio, though, and you know what? He's lost his only base mining. This is not good enough for GuMiho. I know that seems crazy to say right now, but it might not be good enough. The Immortal drop is still doing damage on the other side, but no! Another Immortal goes down! Okay, he saves one of them. Hero right now engaging in some grade A Chaos Master magic, but can the probes and Stalkers deal with it? I think GuMiho should have it now. Now he has it. He gets the probes. There's still an Immortal in a mineral line, killing his bloody workers on his only mining base. But what in the hell was that game one? 19.5 minutes of pure action-packed chaos. It felt like GuMiho had advantages at multiple points, But Hero was so close to pulling one over on him, to getting the dirty done and getting back into that game. What a fantastic game one between these two. All right. What's up, ladies and gents? We've got Hero in the bottom left side for Weibo Gaming, GuMiho in the top right. Who's GuMiho playing for? It is the Gaming Gladiators. And because that probe came at the very start, he has to build his barracks further back with a different SCV. So just a disruption here for Hero, but of course Hero is sacrificing a lot of early minerals to come here this early in the game. It also means it's very easy to protect this SCV because it's so close to your worker line, whereas if the barracks is further away, you have to pull a bit further away. But by building it back from the wall, you make sure the probe can't block it and delay the barracks going down and mess up your build order too much. Of course, your wall off will be delayed, so it messes up your build either way, especially if you want to float your barracks over to build the reactor down there after building a Reaper or Marine. We'll see how we go. Earned doesn't have a T in it. Earned is absolutely a word. I love how many people who like don't know English keep trying to teach me English. Yeah. Maybe I used earned when I should have used earned, but that would be a different way of correcting me if that's the case. Yeah. I've had a lot of people try and teach me English. Sometimes I'll just be using slang and people will be like, that's not proper English. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's slang. Like, that's not proper English. And I'm like, yep. Like, you can't. I'll speak how I want to speak. Sorry, very few things more obnoxious than telling someone else how to speak. That's right, guy in the comments. This is GuMiho verse Hero. Get wrecked, guy in the comments. Every video. You've posted on hundreds of videos now, and I still won't change. I still won't say verses. Guys, scroll down. If you're not watching this within a few hours of posting, there's a good chance he's already posted his comment. I read the comments. I read them all. I don't listen to them a lot of the time, unless they have very valid criticism that I care about, but it is what it is. Toilet Counts is on the way. Another adept comes in as well. It's a good one. Wait, Americans don't say aren't? No. I mean, we say both. He got, you know... Pretty sure in British you use earned and earned, depending on the situation. That's crazy. Americans just don't know how to speak English, do they? We ran American rifles. I do like that Americans try to teach people English, though. I think that's my favorite part. Anyways, Command Center's in the wall off. I do like making fun of you guys, but that's crazy. Yeah. They are the same thing? Interesting. Because we're half Americanized here in Australia, I literally thought they were different words for different situations. Because I'll say like, we'll see if he's earned his right to play in this tournament. I might say that sometimes. I feel like I probably alternate between both. You guys have got to realize if real life is a civilization game, America won a cultural victory like 40 years ago. And we're all at least a little American. There's dudes living in huts who live off like goat milk in a mountain somewhere. And those guys are like semi-American at this point. Like the cultural victory really did happen. So yeah. Step's going to be moving forwards. 3-gate blink here for Hero. Very stable style against what is going to be a wow! Old school, baby. 6 Marine Reaper drop and 3 Hellion run by. These adepts see this. That'd be big. They're not going to. It's only going to be 4 Stalkers at home. He's in the right position. It could be fine. 1 Stalker on the high ground. Wait, is he going to ferry the whole... Oh, he's going to elevate. Dude, if he drops right in that bit of fog, it's great, but I think he's going to drop here and get spotted. Oh, he's going to get spotted. He's going to get spotted. Oh, good scouting for Hero with that Stalker in the main. The Hellions should just run in the natural. They shouldn't even elevate at this point. He does elevate, though, because 3 Stalkers move back to the other side. But the Stalker warping's good. The Hellions need to go for the probes, but he's already lost 1, which means he loses the ability to one-shot probes. He's already lost 2. 2 Hellions go down. He only kills a few of these probes. And, oh, that is massive. Blink! Blink is ready! Hero says, taste my Blink Stalker, Mr. Terran. I know how to teleport, and you're still out here putting idiots in power armor with bloody magnetic-fired rifles. That's stupid. Shuts it down. Hero, after a rough game 1, gets an amazing start and goes immediate Dark Shrine. Oh, he knows the Dark Templar almost got him back at that last game. And he's like, you know what would traumatize my opponent right now? You know what would traumatize him? Couple of invisible boys. Yeah, they're Gauss rifles, guys. Gauss, the inventor of magnets. Is he the inventor of magnets? I don't know what Gauss. He's some scientist or something. So I think like Gauss rifles and stuff. I'm pretty sure they're Gauss rifles. Which means they're like magnetic railguns, essentially. Ooh! Oh man, this is good damage, but a lot of Stalkers went down. Is this worth it? The Liberator could be a really welcome distraction for GuMiho to set up his defense. He loses 6 workers, but he's got 3 racks producing. He's only building medevacs one at a time because he's got a bloody tech lab on the starport. He's in a desperate spot. He doesn't have time to fix things up. Liberator finally sieges up in a very annoying position. I don't even know if you can hit that. You can only hit that with like 1 Stalker from the north. Very hard to clear that up. So many workers going down at GuMiho's base. He's having a fight with the Drilly boys. And you know when you're told to pick up your work tools and go and fight a 9-foot tall goddamn alien with laser swords attached to his wrists, your workplace has let down their contract. You were meant to build things for the military. You weren't meant to pick up your drill and fight a friggin' 9-foot tall Protoss with lightsabers strapped to both arms. Notice how he gets stronger and scarier in each telling of this story. What can I say, guys? Those SCVs have seen some stuff. Dark Templar drop comes in. There's no scans available. That's what we call a GG move. GuMiho with the tilt game. The great game. You can like hear the voice a Terran player says that in, right? Where like, just like in the last game, where he's like, what are the chances that I just dropped 2 mules and scanned to kill the observer using up my entire source of energy at the exact same moment as you're warping in Dark Templar? I know there's like a GuMiho fan out there who's watching this live and was like, wait. The mules are literally landing and the scan at the exact same time as the Dark Templar are warping in. They're like, are you kidding me? Dude, that's actually like brutal. I feel for you, GuMiho. That does hurt, man. 2 DTs in the main, 1 runs in the natural the moment the scan runs out, and you just know 30 energy there, 12 energy there. There's nothing you could do. GG. All right, nice win there for Hero, guys, to tie up the series. We did do some info between the games, some searching. Carl Friedrich Gauss was a German scientist in the mid-19th century who was a great mathematician and a pioneer in the study of magnetism and magnetic induction. The unit Gauss is a measurement of magnetic induction, and he took Newtonian physics and applied it to magnetism. Did I get that right, chat? I'm saying things like I actually understood what we just read about and you guys told me about. I think I got it mostly right. You guys will correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, so yeah, basically he was into magnets. I'm pretty sure the Marine's weapon is called a C-13 Gauss rifle. Am I getting that right? Or am I quoting something from the wrong game? And I think the P-45 Gauss pistol is what the Reapers use. I could be wrong on that. Close enough. Gauss would be Prouse. Very nice. Thank you, guys. I think you were a physics major in college, Pig. I mean, yeah. The only physics I'm an expert in... Oh, I love this build, by the way. I'll talk about this in a sec. Was skipping class to play more StarCraft. This is the build, guys, where you go gate, double gas. And now this build is all about getting Phoenix out super early and hoping your opponent commits to something aggressive and you get to kill them with a Stargate. But you get to build a Zealot, which I don't think he cancels. The Zealot just, like, arrives really late. So he did this the other day, right? We saw him do this. Now, he should have 2 and 2 on the gases. And his Nexus ends up going down at about 2 minutes. So it's a delayed Nexus, and that's the tell that your opponent can use to tell, and identify, I should say, rather than telling twice in a row, is that you're doing a weird build. Because this Nexus should be down about 10-15 seconds though. So it's a minute 50 it goes down. Should have gone down about a minute 36. No later than a minute 40. So it's over 10 seconds late, but GuMiho has no scouting. GuMiho's doing a Marine. Multiple Marine expand. Oh, with no scouting. So he's not going to realize this at all. On the other hand, GuMiho's build's pretty defensive and standard. So yeah, because you might be wondering, what do you mean, Pig? You said he was going to play Phoenix. Yeah. He goes Hallucination, Sentry, He canceled the Zealot. So he does cancel. He cancels the Zealot if he's not being eBay blocked. So he cancels the Zealot. He goes for the Sentry. He builds a third pylon, and then he goes Stargate. Except he didn't build the Stargate this time, so he doesn't have to. I guess it's just if he wants to open Sentry, and he doesn't want to delay his tech too long, he does this. But his Twilight Council's still late. It's still... Maybe not. It's about the same time it would be with a Core Nexus normally. Okay, yeah, I guess it's fine. I guess it's okay. It's an odd way to do Sentry first. I mean, I guess if he does this every time he goes Sentry first, and sometimes he goes Twilight, sometimes he goes Stargate, that adds an extra layer of your opponent not really being able to know what you're doing. And it allows you to... No, you idiot! Oh, come on, leave him alone. Hero, don't do this. Or at least GuMiho, please build a Raven this game. Now, the thing he's identified is GuMiho has the same weakness I have in Terran, in that he's what I call a freeloader. Now, what do I mean by that? When you play StarCraft, there are players who play safe, and then there are players who freeload off of the fact that most players of their race play safe, so they can get away without playing safe. GuMiho is one of these freeloaders. I do the exact same thing on the ladder. I go, hey, no one's building Dark Templar at the moment because all Terrans are building Ravens. Therefore, I don't need to ever build a Raven because Dark Templar is not a good build order in the meta. Problem, this is top level pro play, and Hero has identified a weakness in GuMiho's play 2 games in a row, and now he's going to go for it for a third game. The Hallucination Scout saw no starport, so best case is GuMiho has a turret up in time. But this is going to be very early Dark Templar, and it's not like it's an all-in build. Hero can take a third behind this. He's got a few sentries at home as well. Surprising he warped in another sentry that early, actually. I thought he'd be saving his gas to warp in like 2 or 3 Dark Templar. Gateway on the front. He's not going to be able to lift Dark Templar into the main. He's just going to have to warp in DTs here and go for it. 4th Gateway going down. Oh, he's going to follow up with the 4-gate blink. Now that's wild because you don't really have enough gas to support that. This is going to lock him on 2-base play for a very long time. But GuMiho is playing safe. GuMiho is like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to die to that again. He will be ready for it. Okay, thank the Lord. We were about to see some horrible trauma if he realized that. Pig, didn't you learn the Gaussian elimination in school? Yes, we farted on each other's faces in school. You almost got me that the Gaussian elimination. I think it's a fart joke, right? It has to be. It'd be funny if this is actually like a math thing. They're like, what, you didn't do advanced math? No, I didn't. I liked English and history because I could make things up and generally just remember stories, which is what history to me is, and like random battles, and then write down what happened in them. Whereas maths, I needed to actually know things that were objectively true or not. And like I needed to actually follow formulas and not just make stuff up. And I found that quite hard. Oh, it's actually a math thing? Sorry, the Gaussian elimination sounds like you're eliminating gas from your bowels. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know, it sounds like something else. It sounds like a dumb Twitch chat joke. You know when you're having a tech issue on Twitch and the stream chat tells you, oh, Pig, you got to turn down the for what setting? And you're like, how do I turn down for what? And then they're like, yeah, you know, and you feel like an idiot. Anyway, oh, get out, GuMiho. Oh God, Blink's ready. He's got to abandon these Marines. Too many Stalkers out here. This is a great contain for Hero. This is 4-gate Blink, remember. Yes, he has a third up, but he's got plenty of Stalker production, and he's picking away at it. Even a Dark Templar, my God. What a nightmare it is for these Marines. That guy's going to run to the high ground and try to let the tank cover him. Oh, is that worth the scan? He gets the DT, but the Stalkers punish him. He loses a few more Marines for it, and this is an awkward position. Hero being such a nuisance out here. Oh, Stalker goes down. They're blinking away. Third Nexus is coming up. 4 gas. How many gateways are we on? 4. 2 more coming in. Okay, so it's going to be a Charger Model Sentry defense. He needs to recharge this Sentry now. If he does it now, he could refill another Sentry a bit later and do really well. GuMiho has 1 scan there, 2 scans there. He's got 3 scans saved up, which means he can buy about, what, 40 seconds or so of safe time for this army. He'll have another scan tick over in about 30 seconds. So he should have 4 scans available. By the time these 3 are used up, the 4th one will be ready. So that's what I'm talking about, right? So he's down to 3 scans available, guys, right now. He needs to get damage done in this short window. There's no third command center building. He's pulling the boys! He's pulling the boys. He's going all in. Ooh, there is a Colossus almost out, though. Hero's done a really good job of slowing him down and keeping him contained and delaying this push. The tanks are taking a while to get forwards. GuMiho's got to be careful with this. Now, interestingly, Hero has decided to stop trickling DTs in. He's identified this is an all-in. I know you're saving all your scans. That's going to take too long to wear you down to get through those scans. He's going to just warp in Zealots and focus on the frontal army, but man, that tank got a few good shots on those Zealots. These Zealots got to be careful. Walking in range, dragging more splash damage down. One of the barriers is gone on those as well. I think giving up the base is the best call. It's a shame he just built 2 pylons here. Big mistake a lot of players make is when a push comes, they build pylons at the base that's getting attacked. You always want to build them in the back, assuming that base is going to go down. You always want to prepare for the worst possible outcome. He still hasn't started building pylons. He's going to be terribly supply blocked in a moment. The Nexus, he tries to save it. He does bait a stim out of the Terran army, but you can see that supply block coming, and this was somewhat predictable. Stalkers do come across from that side. They take out a tank, which is really nice. If he could warp in more Zealots to cut off the reinforce, that would be huge. Right now, GuMiho being very lazy by just kind of moving into that. Marines are very vulnerable against this Colossus army. GuMiho's way too all in. If GuMiho transitioned, maybe he could have made this work, but I think he's trying to force the issue. 2 base versus 2 base is awkward as heck for Protoss, but look at the way Hero is controlling space. You can't march up here without getting the Marines just blazed to death. Meanwhile, we've got 4 sentries, lots of force fields. He's going to drop a single Marine on that left side. I like that. It's just an annoyance. These Marines, anytime they go in range, it's, remember, 13 range siege tank, but it has to siege for that. Colossus has 9 range. So we can shave off those Marines whenever they get more than 4 spaces in front of the tank. By the time the Marine is there or there, easy pickings for the Colossus. Now, these Marines are actually doing a good job. One Colossus will go left and get rid of those. Assyria's taking a bit too much damage. More Zealots come in as GuMiho tries to rally to the front. So we're just casting a Maru series there before, so we almost called him Maru. Oh, tank on the high ground. That's vulnerable to Zealots. That is vulnerable to Zealots, but it's hard to set up that push. And right now, Hero is ripping GuMiho's economy apart. GuMiho has to up the ante. Those 4 tanks are so well positioned. He's going to move this one forward. He might move... Oh, he's got a 6th tank arriving as well in the front. Zealots trying to filter in. They don't quite get there. The Marines pull back. He's got to watch out for the force fields. Great pullbacks, but the tanks are not focus firing the Colossus. GuMiho did not focus fire his siege tanks as early as he should have, and he gets the Immortal, but he doesn't get the Colossus. The Colossus is the answer. If the Colossus are gone, the Marines can kill everything else, but with the Colossus still standing, GuMiho is at an impasse. He cannot get down there. His natural is getting ransacked. He's still got 3 tanks in a great position, but the Colossus are holding this area. 3rd base is now up for Hero. He grabs, control clicks the idle worker button, gets them out of there. The Marines on the high ground might be able to deal with this. GuMiho has to defend that base. He's now supply blocked into oblivion, and I got to tell you, there's no gate out of here. It doesn't matter, man, how many times Patrick Stewart tells you you're the special one after he helped you escape from your prison cell while assassins are coming after him. Oh, that is absolutely brutal. Bad positioning for GuMi. No stutter step. He's going to try and go for a drop on the right side. 4 Stalkers chasing after the medevac right now. The Zealots take down that. Oh my god, they have the tank as well. This is a disaster. GuMiho, he picks up and goes home. But Hero defends the all-in on Amygdala. Fantastic game 3 there for Hero. He takes down the series after an insane game 1. Some filthy Dark Templar tactics, which didn't actually achieve that much other than pinning GuMiho at home in game 3. And I think there's something to be said for, if GuMiho did open with a more standard Raven build, this would have counted Hero, but it seems to be something GuMiho is not too confident in right now. He's focusing on more of these like 3 racks builds that are giving him a bit more of a scary push available on the cards, but he might be getting a bit too predictable by using a factory 3 racks build twice in a best of 3 series. So gonna have to have that range, otherwise a guy like Hero is gonna start to get cheeky and take advantage. GG, well played though. An amazing game 1 and a really fun best of 3. Hats off to Hero. I hope you guys enjoyed that series. Thanks for watching, and a big thanks to everyone supporting the Patreon. You guys can support the Patreon too, like all of these generous mother truckers over here, by scrolling down into the description and clicking on the link. A big thanks to Border for Life and everybody else on the left. There are some cool perks and things, and it's a great way to say thank you if you do find yourself with a few dollars extra and watching a lot of the content. If not, don't worry. Keep commenting, keep watching, have a good life. We'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye and good night.